Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an April library haul. It is huge. Our school year is almost over, so we have a bunch of picture books, and I'm going to be doing a type of theme where most of the picture books are about a global issue like plastic, water, endangered animals, and so I'm going to have my girls pick each topic and we're going to learn about it over the summer. And Sammy wants to be a world saver. She wants to help animals and clean up the earth. So I figured this would be a good chance to help immerse her into the topic. And yeah, so I want to start with the picture books. We went to the library the other day, and the girls picked out their own little books that they want to read, and so I want to show you those books, and then I want to show you the picture books that I want to be doing my lesson on, and then I want to show you the books that I got for myself to read. Here are the books that we picked up on Saturday, and the first one is an Anna and Elsa, Sisterhood of the Strongest Magic, All Hail the Queen, and I think Addie picked this one out. And it's book 1 in a series, so I'm going to have to read this with her. And plus it'll help with her reading, because she's starting to recognize some words. She's a struggling reader. I'm having to go through it again, same as that I did with Sammy, and it's difficult. So here's the first one. I almost knocked myself out. Here's the one that Sammy is reading. Merida, Chasing Magic. It's book 1 in a series, and it shows book 2 on the back, and she is reading this every night before she goes to bed. Are you liking it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, little chapter books. Who picked this one? Say Ari? Ari chose this one. It's Clownfish, Oceans Alive. She wants to learn more about Nemo. Addie chose this one. It is Katie Woo, Flower Girl Katie. We have a other Katie Woo book, and I think it's about going to school.
Celebrations.
It's about celebrations. Thank you, Sammy.
I read it the other night.
And yeah, so we're going to read this one together. We went to the zoo for Sammy's birthday, and we saw a koala sleeping. I don't know where the other 2 koalas were. They usually have 3, but only 1 was on display. And so it is Jimmy the Joey, the true story of an amazing koala rescue. So cute. And showing its butt. And then the last one is Comets, Meteors, and Asteroids. Ari chose this one. She was trying to look for space books, and we didn't have much time because it had just opened up and it was going to be closing like in an hour or 2. On Saturdays, my local library opens for like 1 or 2 hours. And so, here you got this one. And these are all the books that we got on Saturday. A stack of books are the books that I requested for. I actually saw all these books as a family dinner book club type of thing for kids, and I'll link the website down below. But it was a couple years ago that these books were as part of the year-long book club thing, and so I got them all. And like I said, world topics, global issues, and so, well, I don't think this one was on the website, but I've been wanting to read it. It is Sea Prayer by Khaled Hosseini. This one's been on my radar since I learned about the Kite Runner, and since I got Kite Runner and 1,000 Splendid Suns from Goodwill. And then I saw Books on Lala. She read this with her son, and so I want to read it with my kids. So I think this will be a good eye-opener, and plus they know about war and they know blood and guts and all that stuff. So the next one I have to return soon, so we're going to be reading these books tomorrow. Excuse me. It is One Well, The Story of Water on Earth. I guess it's about the world, one earth, one well. All living things depend on Earth's one well. Life will be impossible without it. I think this will be a fascinating topic to discuss, how the world may be running out of water and how some countries have no water. The next one is Buddy Unchained. It's about animal rights and stuff like that. How you need to have your dogs leashed and not chained up. I don't believe in that, but secure. There we go. So, Buddy Unchained. The next one is the Blue Whale. I got this because I read another article about another whale washing up on the beach and them doing an autopsy and finding over 800 plastic bags in its stomach or something like that. So I don't know if this book is about that, but I think it's just about the blue whale, but I don't think it's about the plastic and stuff like that. Girl Scouts, they're learning about bees. They're going to be meeting with the beekeeper of our troop leader. And so I got Unbelievables. It's all about bees and how the honeybees are going extinct and how they're endangered. And yeah, we love honey. So we want to keep the bees. And we want pretty flowers in our yard. So
Yes.
it talks about what a bee does inside the honeycomb. It's probably going to talk about a queen. Here is the one I was most looking forward to. It's called One Plastic Bag. And I'm sorry about the glare, but you see the woman picking up the plastic, just littering the place. And yeah, it's got how plastic bags look and how plastic is ruining the earth. So I think this will be like a eye-opening read, and if Sammy wants to do it, we're going to go around our neighborhood this summer and pick up all the trash that are in our neighborhood that our neighbors and visitors to our neighbors are just throwing out. So, would you want to do that?
Yes.
So, one plastic bag. And then the last one, I used to read this in school. It used to be my favorite. It's called The Great Kapok Tree. And it's about rainforest and this big, gigantic tree, kind of like the General Sherman in the Redwood Park. And yeah, I loved learning about all the animals and how this boy wanted to cut down this tree and all the animals come to him and say, no, you're going to tear down my home. I loved it. So I think my kids will love it too. My kids are little hippies. The last stack of books are the books that I chose for myself to read, and the first one is, one that I have to take back on Thursday, and I have not started it yet because I have no more renewals. It's got a hold, and so I'm going to have to buy my own copy because I want this book, even though I haven't read it yet, and it is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I just love this lady. When she became First Lady, I didn't know what kind of charities or causes that she was going to go for, and then I used to love watching Food Network, and she I think she hosted or did a special with Robert Irving. He's the guy who does Restaurant Impossible. He goes into like crappy and shitty restaurants and he fixes them up and makes their menu better, and I think she did a thing with him where she did a garden for a community center in Washington DC, and they did the garden at the White House. And so I'm hoping that this covers that a little bit, but I've always had great respect for Michelle Obama, and I just want to learn more about her. I watch her Instagram stories, and oh my god, she is so inspirational. So yes, I want to read this. Hopefully my library system will get another copy in, so I don't have to give this up and I can renew it like that. The next book we're reading for school, it is book 3 in a series. We started this series at the very beginning of the year. If you remember me talking about summer reading for Barnes & Noble and Books A Million, I don't know what videos I did to talk in. It was probably one of my vloggest vlogs. But the book is Rise of the Isle of the Lost. It's part of the descendants, kids of the villains, Maleficent, Evil Queen, Jafar, and Cruella de Vil. And so this is all about Ursula and her daughter Uma. And I love the artwork. The ship and the trident, King Triton's trident and tentacles. Oh, I wish there wasn't a glare. I'm going to be doing a middle grade May TBR next month. Obviously, I just said middle grade May. And I don't know if this is necessarily a middle grade, but I know it's got a kid in it and it talks about childhood and stuff like that. But it is the Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. And plus, I want to give Neil Gaiman another chance. I read his book, The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and I did not like it. So this is my final try with Neil Gaiman. If I don't like this, then I'm not going to read any more of his books. But is this middle grade? Goodreads doesn't have it in a middle grade shelf, but it's like young adult. So I'm thinking like 13, 14, maybe 15. So let me know down in the comments if you classify this as a middle grade, and I will be reading it next month. And the last book, it's a graphic novel. Y'all know my obsession and my love for The Walking Dead. Well, I have not read a Walking Dead graphic novel in a year. The last book one I read was The Walking Dead book 11, and at the end we were just introduced to the Whisperers, and so the Whisperers have finally made it into the show, and so I figure it's time to read the book. And so I got The Walking Dead. Get out of my video. I got The Walking Dead book 12. And so I'm excited to learn more about Alpha. And then I can watch the show. And I can catch up on the show. Because I haven't watched the rest of season 8 or started season 9 yet. So yeah, I got a lot of watching to do this summer. But want to know more about the Whisperers. Whisper.
It's creepy.
Oh, Daddy's saying it. What?
It's creepy.
She don't like the Whisper song.
Nope. I've even seen a little video.
She's seen the TV commercial. That's it for my April library haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I'm at 200 subscribers. Bump it up for me. What did you get at your library this month? And please let me know down below about the Graveyard Book. Is it a middle grade? And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.